There she go. And I ain't gonna lie, a bad little mommy. Trevon Diggs. Let's get into it.
I don't know. She just does not like being recorded. She's just like, Mom, stop. Mom, stop. Every time I have to like sneak into it. And even when I sneak into it, she gets so mad. She's just like, no, I look crazy. Like, no, I look crazy. My hair needs to be done. And then when her hair is done, she's like, Mom, stop. I'm like, what's the
gold digger? If that's the case, I just be dating everybody that tries to talk to me with money. I don't. I've worked since I was 15. Like, I take care of my kids. I don't get any child support. Repeat that. I don't get any child support. I don't really ask for anything. I'm able to do everything on my own.
All right, let's stop all this cute shit. Come on.
Why do niggas is like, listen, man, why, and I don't know, maybe, you know, it's just me. I've never really been in the niggas leftovers. I just never really been into leftovers. I don't like Thanksgiving on Sunday. I'm just not into that. You know what I'm saying? That's just not me.
That's still on, though.
You know what I'm saying? That's just not me.
Pick is in. Let's go to the commissioner.
With the 51st pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Trevon Diggs, defensive back, Alabama.
All right, so the Cowboys thought they might go defensive back in the first round. Instead, CeeDee Lamb fell to him, and now Trevon Diggs, the younger brother of Stephon Diggs, is going to be a member of the Dallas Cowboys. By the way,
I've actually been a Cowboys fan since I was younger. Yeah, my dad was a Cowboys fan before he got passed. All my brothers Cowboys fan growing up, so this was our team. But yeah, I love it here. It's amazing. You know, everyone's nice to, you know, just the environment. I like it.
Harris loads up and throws, and it's intercepted.
Trevon Diggs, man, that boy done threw a wild card out there. Oh, wild card. Well, I don't know, man. Seems like the older women are, you know, I don't know, maybe this is strategic, you know. She's like, what, 35? He's like 25. She probably started dealing with him at like 24. You know, who knows, you know. I don't know if it was grooming going on. Probably just ran down on him. And he a young guy. He probably been seeing her since he was a young, you know, she got 10 years on him. So he probably was looking at her since he was a jit. And she is bad. You know how it is. You've been seeing her since she was a jit. He probably was looking at her when she was with Bow Wow. I'm like, boy, if I was boy, you know how it be sometimes. You know, finally got around and got his chance and made it happen. But from what I understand, he got 2 kids. She got 2 kids. And this is both of their third child, I believe, from what I've been looking into. And that don't seem to be too much of a bad deal, you know, if they can make it work and stick together. But if she ends up just having a baby and now moving on to another guy, then that's where the problem's probably gonna come in at for. But one thing the reason why I brought it up, couple reasons in particular, but first is I don't want to hear no excuses now when it doesn't work out, because you know how y'all do what y'all want to do, and you know, can't nobody tell you nothing. You grown, and as long as they kids are taken care of. But then, okay, then I don't want to see you on nobody's show later on crying, talking about how it's hard and a single mother, and some women are in marriages and still single. All this stupidity. And why would you want to marry a group of women that talk stupid like that? You see what I mean? As if you guys are not bums and leaving these children for DCF to have and in group homes. You see what I'm saying? Because if it's children in group homes and they're overflowing from what I'm hearing, then what does that say about you mothers? Because we know that you have the birthright to take the child. You have the birthright. So if the child is not with you and it's in the system or in some type of group home, you know, you're not a deadbeat and sorry. No, you're not a deadbeat and sorry. You was young and it was tough. These women even make excuses for women that murdered, that take out their own kids. You know, you got to be PG. That take out their own kids. Oh, it was tough. You got to understand it. I don't care what it was. You didn't have to take the kids out, you know, but they'll make an excuse for that too. You see? So when life get tough again, I don't want, you know, we don't want to hear it. That, you know, your body, your choice. You did what you want to do with it. That's the issue that we point out. Because I had some up in the DM. Of course, they had, you know, they was coming. I knew they was coming. You is talking crazy. When I did the whole video about Deion Sanders' daughter. Of course, they came. You know, you is talking crazy. That baby is well taken care of, and her father is okay. How you know? You talk with him? You don't know that. You know, I'm pretty sure he would have wanted better for it in the situation she in. But whatever. My point was, it wasn't all that crap y'all was saying. It was my point. I know how y'all do. Once that man break up with that breakup happens and she with kids by herself and y'all see her, y'all gonna say how she should have got a white man, which is, I mean, that's a whole nother story, you know. And you're just gonna put the blame on the brothers and make it seem like that's everybody. So that was the point of that. And this point, what I was making is, bam, here go another one. You see, not even days later. But I know how y'all do. Once things don't go the way you planned, or things don't go the way you would want society to look upon it and want to be just like it and praise it, then you find somebody to point the finger at, because of course you can't look like the one that's blamed for anything. You know, you could be a straight mud dog and you won't tell your daughter how much of a sleazy woman you was. You know, not like how a man would tell his daughter, I don't want you to have a man like me. You know, I was this and that in the streets. I wasn't nothing in these streets. I was a creep squad in the streets, you know. But the mom ain't gonna tell her kids what she was. She's always the victim. So, you know, I had to, you know, it's gonna be some type of excuse given. You know, the mama won't even tell the kid how many men she messed around with it, given the reason why she's lying to him about who his daddy is. Shout out Kurt Franklin. You know, I was working with a girl one time and she told me, she said, I don't even know who my daddy is. You know, and her mama told her it was two different guys. And she was in her 30s. So by her telling me she didn't even know who her daddy was, like that meant she didn't believe her mama still. You see? I'm not even going to go into the story about how she found out, because it's a long story. Maybe for another day. I don't want to bore you guys to death. But getting back into the point, you women had something to say about it. This was to show that here goes another one. Now, hopefully, these people, they got two kids apiece amongst each other. Hopefully, they can blend that family together and make something work. My point is, though, when all of this grass hopping, let me just make it PG, when all this grass hopping around work out the same way it work out for the majority of y'all, which leaving y'all single mothers with multiple kids for multiple dudes, I don't want to hear it now, because I'm telling y'all, we'll be back with an update with you in it and them in it.
Christina's gone.
You know what I mean? Because I'm just trying to clear it up, because y'all keep on lying about it. You see what I'm saying? But I will say Joie Chavis is fine. You know, I gotta give her that. You know, and if she's if she is some type of gold digger, she's a smart one. You gotta give her that. She's crafty. She remind me of that old fox that Jesus was talking about in the Bible. She crafty. You know, she crafted with it. And I seen a lot of the women comments. They were also saying the same thing, and they also have that mindset. That's why you got it, man. These women mindset is totally twisted today, dude. But anyway, we don't want to hear no more excuses. You know, y'all making y'all bed and lay in it. Stop blaming us. Stop trying to put it on us. It's on you now. You know, everything is on you. Your body, your choice. This is your problem. You know, you're grown. Ain't nobody forcing you to do anything. Ain't nobody making you no single mothers. That's the lie y'all like to tell. Ain't nobody making you that. Can't nobody make you that. You have 100% autonomy over the choices you make and the decisions you hold. And every tub must sit on his own bottom, and you gonna pay for everything you did in your own body. When y'all get those BBLs and pass away on those tables from the injections, and y'all wake up and stand before the Lord, you can't blame a man, because that's the reason why you claim you went and got it. I'm just saying. But I say that to also say this. You guys want to stay tuned, because this next clip is going to show how the majority of women, but particularly black women and women in our community, get into the situations they get in. And they've been doing this crap for a long time, but like I said, that woman don't like to take no accountability, so they've been lying and putting the blame on us and saying the man ran off, but knowing that they've been in the thick of things, making these choices for themselves. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody been forcing these things on these women. These women like to do what they like to do, and a lot of them freaky. You see? And that's your business, but hold your own. Don't try to make the world believe it's our fault. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm pointing this out. And I'm going to continue to do that. I don't care if you don't like it. You see? And I'm going to back it up with clips, evidence, and my thoughts. So, you know, that's not going to stop. But one thing I'll never do is lie on you like how you lie on us. You know, like how y'all lied on Passport Bros and said they were pillaging the old women. And y'all need to stop them. They is trying to go over there to harm them. You knew you was lying when you said that garbage. You knew you was lying, but you said it anyway. You see, that's why you create people like, that's why you create channels like this, because that's the type of stuff you do. So it's like, hold on, wait a minute now. You know, now you got you're going to have people looking at people crazy. So people got to come make sure, you know, that foolishness is combated. And then you don't like that either, but it's cool. But anyway, stay tuned. This next clip is going to show that, you know, these women are making their own choices out here. They're making their own beds. And this is what's causing a lot of them to get the STDs and get the babies out of wedlock and get the babies that they claimed, you know, that they may not have wanted. And so that's why you see them throwing them away and not taking care of them, because a lot of them are just, you know, I don't know. A lot of these women today seem, well, I guess this is nothing new, but a lot of these women kind of act like how a lot of men act with their sperm. You know, once they bust it out, it's like whatever, you know. And you know, just, I don't know, it's weird. But stay tuned and check this out without further ado.
Husband's trying to make it work. I knew I didn't want to make it work with him, but I'm still fucking ex because that's like the best ever. So life was good. Then my high school sweetheart came back into town from the military, and he's like, I'm here, I'm back for you, let's be together. And I'm like, shit, okay. So I started going on dates with him, and my ex-husband's like, who is this that you going with? I'm like, oh, this is my high school sweetheart. This was the love of my life. So he went on the dates. So it was me, my husband, and then, so I guess I'll call him my boyfriend. The high school sweetheart is my boyfriend. So the three of us, we all out, they playing games together and shit, and I'm just sitting here like, life is good. So then I had told, you know, the boyfriend that I was fucking. So the first dude I was fucking with after my husband, he would be the side nigga, you want the good dick. So I had a boyfriend, husband, side nigga. And they all knew about each other, and I kept it real with them. I kept it real with all of them. I didn't lie to none of them. So they all knew what was up. Okay, so I'm not fucking my husband. I stopped fucking side nigga once my boyfriend came in play. So about 2 weeks later, I fucked boyfriend after fucking side nigga. I find out I'm pregnant in July. I'm like, I have no idea who's who. I was outside. Hey, what do you want to do? So care of it, I'll claim the baby, because I had already told my husband I would never have kids with him because he was funny looking, like, and most of the kids in his family is slow.
You did.
I don't lie. I smoke nothing to lie. And I did take a plan B. However, it doesn't work. It only works one time per cycle. So that's how I got knocked. And then I tell the boyfriend, I'm like, I'm pregnant. He's like, that's cool. Let's move out of state. Let's move to Georgia. We'll raise the baby. I'm like, okay. I tell the side nigga, like, I'm pregnant. I'm not really sure who's who was what. And he's like, it's cool. You can move here with me in my parents' basement. Because yes, he lived with his parents, which is why we can never be together. But the dick was good. His daddy knew it was up. His mama knew it was up. I tell all three of them, they all happy and shit. They all got different plans on raising a baby and shit. And I'm just sitting here like, yo, like, I was really just trying to get, you know, if each of y'all can give me $500 to get rid of this thing, that would be great. And that's not really what I'm wanting. So fast forward, my karma hit me. At this time, I was dancing. So nigga comes, I'm in there dancing, you know, on the stage or whatever. It's back when I was thick as fuck, body was banging. So I'm in there dancing, you know, stripping and shit. I bend over, this fucking white man comes and whispers in my ear, and he was like, "You're bleeding." And I was like, no. And it's a full house in that motherfucker. I had a whole period. Well, I guess didn't have a period. I had a whole miscarriage on stage in the strip club. Then I'm like, so I call my boyfriend, and I'm like, yo, I'm having a miscarriage. He picks me up, he crying and shit. We in the hospital, this nigga panicking. And I'm just sitting here thinking like, damn, I could have really had $1,000 if this baby could have waited a couple of more days. I would have had the extra funds, but here it goes. Now I'm broke and have the miscarriage. So I'm like, okay. So I tell him, then my husband gets to crying. Then the side nigga is just like, damn, you know, this would have been the first pregnancy, blah, blah, blah. You have no idea. This was my only whole summer I ever had. I swear to God, this is real, right hand of God. I lose the baby. They all panicking and shit. And so I'm telling my ex-husband, I'm like, well, my boyfriend here, I'm about to go be with him. Like, I don't want this no more. Like, I'm really ready for this divorce. I've already told you months ago, it's not working. I don't want this. So I guess him and the boyfriend were talking because they be playing the game. The boyfriend still comes over. Like, that's why I could be my ex-husband, because you're allowing this bullshit to happen right in front of you. I can't. So they get to talking. I come downstairs for my shower or whatever. And I'm like, you know, what's up? This is weird what y'all got going on. He's like, well, we were talking. And since you want to move to Georgia, I figured that I'll come. Once I finish my schooling here in a couple of months, I can come out there and then you can just have the both of us. Swear to God, this happened. And I'm like, I can have both of y'all niggas? He was like, yeah. I said, and my side nigga? And they were like, no, you have to cut him off. So they was basically like, it's either him or us. And I was just like, I cannot make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. Yeah, my husband was slow as fuck. So I didn't end up, I end up saying, fuck the side nigga, even though he had the best dick. Because the more I would go over there, he would be like, I'm going to be a YouTuber and I'm going to be a gamer. And I'm just like, nigga, you're 25. Like, what are we talking about? Like, this is what we're going to do? So I cut him off. I cut the husband off. And then I ended up with the boyfriend. And we ended up getting married. So before it was time for me to leave, the ex-husband got upset. He called my daughter's dad and told my daughter where I was, because I have protective orders over on him. So he called and told him what school she went to, because he knew what he would do. So before I left for Georgia, hypothetically, possibly this happened. It's a possibility that I waited till he paid his car off. So the last time he paid his car note, he had paid his car off. Somehow I went over there, and then there was possibly bleach in his tank, and then the car was totaled out and the insurance wouldn't cover it. He called my parents and he was like, something's going on with my car. Called my dad, like, can you help me? And he was just like, it's probably your starter, because my parents don't know. And yeah, so that was my bald head hole, and that's the only time I ever allegedly damaged somebody's property. So yeah, had a whole baby with 3 niggas.
I don't know if I can follow that up, but I'm gonna try. So this is a story time about how I was married for like 4 days and left him for his best friend and had a baby with his best friend, and then went back to him and he cheated on me with a transgender. I swear to God.